Well, hello everybody. Leslie Sansone Williams here from Paralegal Coffee Talk and Paralegal Career Mastermind. Paralegal Coffee Talk is on Facebook, so if you want to join us there, feel free, or just hang out here on YouTube. Either place is great. I'm also on LinkedIn, and my it's not under my name, but under Paralegal. Yeah, I scored that one years ago. So, just a reminder, May 15th launches the Paralegal Inner Circle class, as well as the Cover Letter Secrets class. So, look in the description box. Not only will you find links for those two classes, but you will find links to resources. The Paralegal Resource Hub, the Paralegal Career Secrets Black Book. Both of those are great places to get the Black Book. That's a free PDF, and you have to sign up to get that. And so that's the one downside, but that's how it works on the platform where I keep all this stuff. Okay, so the Resource Hub is fantastic, has some very important videos for you to watch in there. And let's see, what else do I have? Oh, this is what I call step number 1, is my book Legal Break-In. For those of you who are watching and you're looking at this career in the beginning stages, that's the book you should get, okay? And very inexpensive in paperback or Kindle. I would say get the Kindle. It's the most updated version. Step number 2 is the Paralegal Inner Circle class, okay? And if you click on the link, you find all kinds of info there about it. Step number 3 is the Cover Letter Secrets class. Again, in the description box on YouTube or in the feed on the Facebook page, Paralegal Coffee Talk, okay? Today we're going to talk about what is the real purpose of the interview and how can you use that to your benefit when you don't get the job. Is that just a gross waste of your time when you're not awarded the job? No. And what I looked at it, I had to psych myself up, first of all. I knew I was going to be nervous. I would be nervous now going on an interview. But I would psych myself out a bit saying, I know I want this job, but I really need to find out some things first. And in my Paralegal Inner Circle class, there's a whole interview module with several videos in there. And I teach you the questions they're going to ask you, and how to prepare for that. But also the questions you need to ask in the interview. The interview for a brand new paralegal, or one like myself that's been in the biz for 31 years, is the time for me. If I were going today, I would do the same thing I teach in my class. I want to know more about these people, and I want to know, are they organized? I ask questions that hits right at the core of that. Will I like working there? I don't have to leave that up to guessing. There are no guesstimates regarding this. I can really nail it where I get close to 90% as far as understanding what this legal workplace is about. For each interview I've been on, I try to hone in with questions to them, so I get that feedback for myself. And I'm making a decision. Even if they offer me the job, I am going to turn it down if I feel uncomfortable. If during that interview something didn't jive, if those questions created some body language where I could tell they were not telling the truth to me, or they were leaving things out. So, when you find out that a couple paralegals left the job at the same time, that's a major red flag. And that's a red flag I refused to acknowledge. And I took that job and was there for 4 hours and I left. So I knew that it would not be a healthy place for me. And that's a shame on the managing partner and the office manager, okay, for allowing that type of atmosphere. Shame on them. So you want to make sure that you're interviewing at the best possible law firms for you, and you won't know that 100%, but you can get really close. And every job interview I went on and I did not land the job, I had to ask myself, do I need to tweak how I do interviews? And that's where my interview module came out. That's where it came from in the Paralegal Inner Circle class. That's why there are many videos in there, because it's that important. And when you go in an interview and you don't ask some good questions, they're not going to be impressed. You know, they don't need somebody who's not going to ask questions, even as a new paralegal. They can find people, you know, like that all over the place. They need somebody who's not going to be afraid to ask questions, okay? So what am I looking for in that or during that interview? One of the things is when I ask certain questions, how are they acting? Do they have a poker face? And attorneys are really good at poker faces. But what red flag is popping up, if any? That's why those questions that you ask are so important, because you want to go to work and feel like going to work. You know, you don't want to dread going into work. And if you've ever had a job like that, it's terrible, right? So every interview, even if you don't get the job, what's your takeaway from it about yourself or about that legal workplace, whether it be a nonprofit, corporate legal department, government agency, the city, you know, city attorney's office? What did you come away with? Did you sense that this was a decent place to work, or a relatively happy place to work? Not giddy happy, but where people seemed like they were focused, or did you see like the look of dread on their faces? You have to make those observations for every interview you go on. Very important to your mental health and your career health and for the future, okay? So that you don't end up in a situation like I have a couple times where I should have interviewed in a better way, okay? So May 15th, those two classes, Cover Letter Secrets, Paralegal Inner Circle class, launch. So if you're on YouTube, link below. You can click the link, find out more information. If you're on Facebook, you can scroll down the feed and find pictures of these classes, these two classes, and get ready for May 15th, okay? All right, so let me know if this was helpful to you, okay? It's something that I've had people say to me, I should have asked more questions. Yes, and it's not questions about what are the benefits, do you have a 401k, that kind of thing. When do I get vacation? You know, you don't ask those things as the harder hitting questions, the questions that are going to give you insight into that workplace, okay? All right, so that is it for today. Don't forget, comment below, ask questions. I love hearing from you, even if you just say hello. I love knowing that you're out there, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.